We are finally at the trailhead. After being in Wrightwood for a week, essentially. We were there for the work week, Monday through Friday.
We rested our bodies one day, and then by the time we were ready to go back to the trail, some nasty storms came through us, some snow, crazy high winds.
And so we called a trail angel from the list at the hardware store. We hit the jackpot of all trail angels. She ended up hosting us for 3 nights in her beautiful home where we had a bed, and she let me use her bathtub. We got to use her kitchen to cook and just lounge around and do laundry. And now we're finally back on the trail. We have kind of this one day of clear weather to get over that mountain. And then it's gonna rain and snow again, which should be absolutely wonderful, I guess. Maybe it's better than being sweltering hot, I'm not sure.
We are climbing Mount Baden-Powell. 4 miles straight uphill. Looks like it's all snow from here, so it's micro spikes time.
Spiking up.
Looks like we're getting close. We made it!
We made it to Baden-Powell. They say you can sometimes see Los Angeles from here, but it is so cloudy in that direction. The trail goes over these mountains here in the foreground, and somewhere out there is the Sierras getting blasted with snow.
Cheers. Some shots. Oh, it was a little early. Don't want to drink too much, I'm still back.
Good morning from Mount Baden-Powell, where we got up here in time to watch the sunrise this morning. After a cold and windy night just below the summit of Baden-Powell, I woke up with a hole in my tent.
Today is just one of those days where I'm not really feeling it, and neither is Jin. A lot of spikes on, spikes off, spikes on, spikes off.
We finally reached the top of this heinous climb. There is Angel's Crest Highway. There's the valley below.
Here is where the trail is closed, so now we have to do about a 2-mile road walk or so to get around this. We got to skip the road walk thanks to the lovely trail angel who gave us a ride.
This nice chair that's only put in the middle of the trail.
You tired, Jin?
Yes. So relax right now.
Nothing like a steep uphill climb at the end of the day.
Good morning. It's ice raining. Isn't that fun? Yesterday, kicked my butt. It was definitely a poor attitude thing because technically I got trail magic twice yesterday. So we hiked 17 miles to here. And by the time we got here, it had already started raining last night. And I still hadn't fixed our tent fly, so I had to fix the tent fly in the rain.
It's like 9:30 now. The rain and ice has stopped. It's cleared up a bit. The sun is coming in and out, but it's still really cold. We're supposed to get more rain later today, so we're just gonna hike as fast as we can and see how far we can get before it just gets horrible. That is all new snow from last night, and we are camped just below the snow level. Who would have thought, middle of May in the desert, 30 miles from Los Angeles, be getting weather like this.
400 miles.
How do you feel about 400 miles? Cool.
I'm very hungry today, or at least I've been so far this morning, which is unfortunate because when I went resupply shopping, I wasn't hungry, so I didn't bring a lot of food. But now that I'm hiking, I'm so hungry.
If you can't tell, it's snowing / sleeting.
We are camped around 6,700 feet. The wind is blowing really hard, so it's blowing some moisture into the tent. But as far as we know, it's going to be like a high of 27 with a 12-degree wind chill.
Luckily, we did get set up and everything right before it got really bad. And Jinjin is getting the emergency blanket out.
The wind is blowing cold and wetness.
We're gonna be nice and warm and cozy. We are
dry.
Getting and dry.
Dry. That's the point of this exercise. Look at all the ice all over. I woke up because I had to pee. And when I went to leave this tent, there was ice all over the outside of this tent. So we spent a few minutes trying to get enough ice off of the tent fly so that I could unzip the fly and leave the tent. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Aha, victory.
Gonna try to do about 18 miles. We'll see how that goes. It's 10:30, so pretty late start to do 18 miles, but if we walk fast, the weather's good, should be able to do it. The only hard part about it is gonna be the overgrowth and how much poodle dog bush are we gonna run into.
This was recently burned. There's going to be poodle dog bush everywhere because it's one of the first things that grows back after a fire.
That is poodle dog bush, and it can give you a reaction much worse than poison ivy or poison oak.
It's the worst. It makes hiking stressful.
Last night we decided to camp on this side of the hill because on the other side of the hill it's crazy windy. We could hear the wind all night and this morning, just blowing really hard. And you could see some of the trees up on the hill even just blowing really hard in the wind, but the ones next to us, not even moving. So happy with our decision to camp on this side of the mountain because it would have been much colder and much windier. Poodle dog bush. It's everywhere and it's reaching out to kill you. We're going to the windy side. The windy side.
So we had a 3-hour break at the ranger station with Ron, which was lovely. Super awesome guy. Hot dogs because he's nice. Coffee because he's super nice. There it is. Completion monument of the Pacific Crest Trail. Not exactly the most scenic place, but hey. We got down to the KOA around 5, loaded up on some snacks and some ice cream, and ended up camping by the river by the KOA. So we have 10 miles to hiker heaven today, hoping we can get to Agua Dulce by 10.
We're getting close to Agua Dulce. But first we're walking through these really cool rocks, the Vasquez rocks.
This is so cool.